Yeah, man, how you doing?
Okay, welcome you guys. Thank you for showing up for our 2024-25 bargaining unit for this year. We've had a lot of success with you guys showing up. I want to say thank you. Also say thank you to the bargaining team for the district. If you look at your chairs, or look on your chairs, you'll see that we have a set of bargaining rules. Okay, and those are the things that we practiced, that we put in place. We met with the district, we spoke about them, we went over all of them, and one of the things that we wanted to make sure that we stressed in this bargaining session is that we be mindful and be respectful. It's a public meeting, you need to be respectful, but you do have tools that you can use and stay within the ground rules. But then again, I also wanted to say, let's just be respectful to the process. You may disagree with something, that's okay, but that's the reason why we have certain tools for you to use. Okay? Thank you again for coming, and I also want to thank the bargaining team of the district.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome to the 2024-25 bargaining session. We have Mr. Brown, we would like to welcome you in your new capacity as bargaining chair for the district. We look forward to working with you in a productive and professional manner in your new role. Now, here is an agenda that we have for you guys. And before we start with introductions, here is also a list of our bargaining team members.
Thank you.
Okay, since this is our first meeting, we thought that it would be appropriate to go around the table and let everyone introduce themselves so that everybody knows everybody. Mr. Burkett, would you like to start?
Hi, Darren Burkett, Deputy Superintendent.
Everyone, I'm John Antonacci. I'm Chief Financial Officer.
Valerie Wenrich, Chief Human Resources Officer.
Andy Brown, the Senior Director in Human Resources and the primary spokesperson for the district team.
I'm John Burrow, Senior Director for Talent Management.
Elizabeth Alves, Chief Academic Officer.
Melissa Cook, Principal, North Naples Middle.
Joe Mikulski, Principal, Golden Gate High School.
Kelly Swap, Principal at Forksville Elementary.
Okay, Steve?
Steve Sullivan, History Teacher, Golden Gate High School, and Second Vice President.
Jimmy Camp, I'm from Immokalee High School, where I teach government and coach debate.
April Mapes, Oak Ridge Middle School, where I teach math.
Pam Baldwin, I teach math at Oak Ridge Middle School. I am the first vice president for the CCEA, and I am the chief spokesperson for the bargaining team.
Ken Mouton, teacher at Golden Gate High School and president of Collier County Education Association.
Esmond Lewis, Director CCEA staff.
Lyle Farmer, Senior Director.
Kelly Bettridge, Naples High School Social Studies.
Okay, let's look at setting some dates for our future meetings. What looks good for you guys? We're out of town that week at FEA Summer Leadership. We don't come back till the 12th.
Thursday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday the 13th.
14th, we're not here.
We're not, we don't work Fridays in the summer.
The 13th?
14th is a Thursday.
13th work for you guys?
I'll be out.
Bargaining conference, there,
Yeah, I'll
bargaining conference. 13th.
I don't know where that is.
That's AFT.
So June 13th? Okay, what time works for you? Because we are out of school, so.
Yeah, but you
If we're doing hour and a half sessions. 2 in the afternoon? 3?
You all want to
Do you guys
do,
have a preference, Joe?
You have that?
Come on.
So what I sent
I'm
you
open.
with the conflicts, what date were we looking at?
the 13th? Because see, we're
Oh,
out.
Kristen's
We're at
out.
Summer Academy.
It's not a good date for Lyle and me.
The 13th?
That was the date that we were asking for association. Yeah, we can roll with the 13th.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all want to stay early afternoon? He said maybe around 3. Does that work? Do you want earlier?
House is 2.
Can you do 2? 2
But
o'clock?
that's what he said was 2.
No, he said 3.
He said 2.
Does that work? 2 o'clock?
Yep.
Okay. And it's at your place? Okay. What else looks good in June? 17th and 18th looks decent for us. 20th.
I can make any of those days work. Aaron?
20?
17?
17, 18, or 20.
I'm open.
I can't do the 18th, but the others I could work.
17 can work for me. 20 doesn't.
Elizabeth, you said 17th you can do? Guys, can 17th work for everybody? Okay, so it would be the 17th at, do we want to stay with 2 o'clock?
It works for me.
Okay, 2 o'clock and it will be here. Okay, let's try for a third one. Okay, that next week we've got 25th, 27th, oh, you're not here the 28th. 25th, 27th.
27. Darren?
I'm just not gonna be here on
25th?
27?
can't do the 20th.
You got 2 that can't do the 27th. 25th, 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 26th.
Right.
So
26th?
We'd have to do it a little later.
that.
At 3.
26.
Yeah, 3 of the odds.
If we do it earlier in the day.
Yeah, Kelly's the reason.
They need to do well.
But see, and Jimmy teaches, but he teaches in the evening, so if we do it early, it's good.
At 3, right?
26th.
They can't.
3:30.
Like,
We can do the 26th, but it'd have to be 3 in the afternoon.
3:30.
3:30. Just for the
Because we have that at dinner update.
25th or 26th?
26th.
let's see, Jimmy, you have a conflict with, where did Jimmy go? Don't you have a conflict with the 26th?
I have a conflict with the 26th. If we do it at 3:30, yeah, I would just have to leave early possibly because I teach class that night.
Okay, let's schedule the 26th, and if he needs to leave early, he can leave early. Does that work for everybody else? Is that okay, Jimmy?
3 or 3:30? 3:30? Is that 3:30?
3:30, can't be 3 o'clock. Too close.
So 3:30, and that will be at your place. And, you know, we're open to doing some all-day negotiations and try to get this wrapped up. So you all might want to think about that if you would rather do that. We'll see how this meeting goes and how our next one goes, and then
Okay.
if we still need more, we can look at all day. Okay?
I like the optimism.
A little skinny break.
We just want to get it done. Okay. And I gave you the members of the team. Okay.
Jeez, freak me out. Nope.
Okay, are we ready? Okay. We have a somewhat different approach to bargaining this year. We're not going to sit here and regale you with tales of how Naples is one of the most expensive places to live in Florida and how rent is astronomical and all the necessities of life are simply out of reach for many teachers. We're not going to tell you that how a lot of our teachers are just waiting to see how these negotiations end so they'll know if they're going to be able to stay here or if they're going to have to relocate to a place where the cost of living is a little bit more in line with their paychecks. You already know all of these cold, hard facts. Instead, tonight we are here to see what value that you place on the hardworking, dedicated teachers that just placed this school district on the map again. We just finished with state testing, and our students rocked these tests. They rocked the tests because they have top-notch teachers that care about them, that give their all to provide them with the best education possible. Whatever would our students do without this caliber of teacher? I would like to forgo all the niceties and just cut to the chase. The bottom line is we're not here to play games, and we're not here to go a few rounds in the ring. We're not here to try to break the bank. We are here to simply negotiate the best deal possible for some of the most incredible educators that have ever graced this district. We implore you to step up to the plate and pay these teachers, your teachers, for the amazing job they have done and continue to do to educate the students of Collier County. Show them that you value them enough to help them stay in this district. Pay them so they can stay here to continue to work their magic for our students. Our students deserve these teachers. Our students deserve the absolute best. We truly want to work with you as partners in education. We all have a common goal here, and that is to educate the students of this district to the best of our ability. That starts with providing the best teachers that can be found. You already have that component in place. Now you just have to maintain it. An investment in quality teachers is an investment in the kids. That's where it starts. It doesn't start with programs and material resources. It starts with high caliber teachers that take their careers seriously, that care about kids, and that can get in there and get the job done. With all that being said, we are more than happy to offer you our assistance in helping you find money within your budget to pay these teachers. To point out a few of the truths. We know what the state has given you for TISA. And contrary to the comments at the school board meeting last week, we do know the amount that you have in your reserve funds that is unassigned dollars. Those figures were provided to us in your board packet. They're your figures. They weren't my figures. They weren't the union's figures. They came from your board packet. And we know where you consistently over budget in some of your categoricals to the tune of several $1,000,000 year after year and never spend the money. So we would love to sit down with you and help you analyze your budgetary priorities in favor of the most valuable assets that you have in this district. These teachers here that educate our students. Thank you. And now, for years now, Ms. Winrich here has been telling us how we should put our money on the salary schedule rather than spread it across so many different avenues. We surveyed our teachers, and overwhelmingly they directed us to put our efforts into increasing teacher salaries. So, in keeping with their wishes, this year we're going to try it Val's way. We have one proposal to put on the table for the 2024-2025 negotiations, and that proposal puts it all on the salary schedule. Our desire is to get these negotiations done as quickly and as productively as possible so we can divert our attention to other avenues of importance, mainly an upcoming election. We look forward to your focused consideration of our proposal, and we eagerly await your response. Now, the proposal that we have here I'm going to leave that on because I don't want these to go flying all off everywhere.
The top one for me.
Yes. But I think they're all just alike.
You know, I was.
And just to highlight this proposal for our audience members, because you guys have it that you can read, what this proposal says is that we are asking for $8,000 to be put on the salary schedule for base salaries, for everybody to receive a step, and we're asking for a one-time non-recurring supplement, so this doesn't affect performance pay, of $2,500 for people on the grandfather schedule that are highly effective. These are teachers that work their fingers to the bones, and they can never get recognized for the work they do. So we don't want to encourage mediocrity, we want to reward performance. So if it is a one-time supplement, it's FRS friendly, but it's not something that is recurring that would affect the performance pay. And that is our proposal for the 2024-25 negotiating session. Well, they can read it. I just wanted these people to hear it. This is true. You want to talk about the steps for the performance pay? They didn't hear that. Okay, as far as performance salary schedule, it'd be $8,000 to the base pay like everybody else. And for performance people that were effective, it would be 3 fractional increments, which is $1,320 for effective. And for highly effective, it would be 10 fractional increments at an additional $4,400. Any questions?
I have a couple.
Okay.
Have you guys costed this out? Do you have a?
You costed it out.
Esmond.
Esmond, you have it?
total value of the proposal without incorporating TSIA, we're estimating at this point, and those numbers might change just a little bit, but we're estimating at about $39.2 million. When TSIA is incorporated, it will be less, $16,300,000. So total, in terms of new money, once TSIA is incorporated, is essentially $23 million, $22.9 million.
Does anyone else have questions?
That's all we have.
I have some information to share, but I think it would be best for us to caucus now and discuss
Okay.
this, and then either come back and present it, or we'll come up with a plan.
Sounds good.
All right? Thank you. And thanks for the opening and all that. Appreciate that.
Do you all want to use the room back here?
If that works for you all,
Yeah,
sure.
that works.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? My proposal, I had this. If we shall before that date, that's fine, but now that it's not on here, we can go back and add it.
Why did he take it off?
I don't know, I asked, I didn't get an answer. But we were still trying to figure this out. His numbers are different than mine. I have a different number here, I have a different number here, he had a different dollar amount.
Was it hot back there?
No, wait, wait.
Okay, good.
No, it's been hot. Okay, so want to say this, and I mean this genuinely on behalf of our team. Thank you for the approach and the welcome and the start and the style. It's appreciated, and we share the desire to get this done quickly, but productively and professionally also, genuinely, and hope we can continue to do that. And while we appreciate your offer, it's a lot to digest. There's a lot on that sheet, and a lot of numbers, and we need more time to, kind of crunch those and analyze it. One thing that kind of jumped out right away is that the calculations don't include fringe benefits, which is 21.7% of the total cost, and so those are the kind of things that we kind of need to sift through, and we can share the how that fringe is calculated with you. I think I can even share it with you electronically after this. The total package appears to be a little closer to 50 million, which is around the total of our future budget shortfall account or fund, which is directly linked to the tax neutral referendum, which is one of the topics that we intend to kind of speak to and present on at our next meeting. And we want to do it at the district offices so that we can share that presentation on the district site and kind of pin it there and have a link to that there. That's one of the topics. We have a bunch of other data and information that we want to cover and do it there so that we can broadcast it live and link it there for people to review and kind of check out at their leisure. One of the things that we've already linked to that, the district's bargaining webpage, and you get there, and I can share this with you in an email. It's a very simple pathway. The main district webpage, Human Resources tab, and then Labor Relations tab. And there we have OCAP. We've already recorded one session. All of the sessions that are held at the district office, the recordings will be held there or located there. But we've also linked a copy of our CFO, John Antonacci's presentation at the board workshop on the budget. And we feel pretty strongly that that is something that everybody should review and watch. It's going to be sort of a foundation around any counter offers, counter proposals that the district is able to do. And we will reference that and several other points when we meet again at the district offices on the 13th. That is our plan. We would like to kind of convene this meeting or end this meeting and start there. With an approach similar to yours, we want to do this again in a similar style, at least in terms of how we believe in the philosophy we have right now about this.
Yeah.
Any questions for us?
Yeah, like we said, we'd just like to get this done as quickly and productively as we can so we can move on to other avenues.
Everybody on our team appreciates the approach, I can promise you that. And I think it's a good starting point to get where we need to go.
Okay.
Everybody good? All right, so we'll see you on the 13th at the district office.
2 o'clock at the district office.
2 o'clock. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Thank you. See you guys.
Andy, I gave you the name? I got it, yep, thank you.
Doesn't slide on carpet.
Hey Darren, how you doing? Good, good. How's the family? Good now?
Esmond, give that to him.
I bought a bunch of gear.
That's like, we go to North Carolina, we'll do like,